Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to cover how to compare fractions when they have the same numerator. So, the numerator is the top number and the denominator is the bottom number. So I have three examples here and I drew two circles with each different part filled in to show you how it works better and to make you understand it with a little sort of example. Okay. As you can see, we have 1/2 and we have 1/4. So, because the numerators are the same, we have to compare the denominators because we can't compare the numerators because they are the same. Okay, so as we know, when comparing, we have three answers we can get: greater than, less than, and the same. So if they are two the same. So this is greater than, less than, and if they are the same. Okay, so let's start with the first example, 1/2 and 1/4. I drew two circles here with each a different part filled in, and we can just look at them like cakes or cookies. So maybe you will understand it better. Okay, so when we have 1/2, you know, look, this is 1/2 because it is cut into two equal pieces, and the line goes straight through the middle. This one is 1/4 because it is cut into four equal pieces. So that means the denominator means how much the denominator is. So what the number of the denominator is equals the number of parts the circle is equally cut in. So let's say we had 8 instead of the 4. It would be cut into 8 instead of 4. And let's say we had 4 instead of 2, it would be cut into 4 like this. But in this case we have 1/2 and 1/4. So as we can see, you can see this one, so the 1/2 is greater than this one, because this one, the numerators, so the 1 means that we have one piece of the equally cut pieces left, and this piece we have two equally cut pieces, but one piece is bigger than one piece on the circle with four equally cut pieces. So in this case we can say 1/2 is larger or greater than 1/4. So we can fill in this. This is greater than. So 1/2 is this. So basically when you compare so when you compare denominators instead of the numerators, the one with the smaller number is greater than the one with the bigger number, because the denominator means the equally cut parts the circle is in. So let's say, I'll make another circle right here. Let's say we have a circle here and our fraction is 2 and third. Let's say 2/3. It will be something like this. So let's draw it a little bit better, like this. We have three equal parts and we have two of the three left. So 2 of the 3 will be this. These two parts we have left. This one is already, let's say, eaten. If it was a cookie, this one is already eaten, and we have these two parts left. Let's say we have to compare that to 1/3. So let's draw the equal parts again. Let's compare that to 1/3. Like this. We compare it to 1/3. Now we're comparing numerators instead of denominators because the denominators are the same. So in this case, if the denominators are the same, we have to compare the numerators. And in that case, which one is bigger? The 2. So this one is larger than this one. So if this was an example question, it would be larger than or greater than. But let's say we have two circles again, but the numerators are the same and the denominators are different. So let's say 1/5. No, let's do 1/3 and 1/2. So we know 1/2 looks like this. So I'm going to draw 1/3. 1/3 would be this. So you can visually see the 1/2 is bigger than the 1/3 because when comparing denominators instead of numerators, if they are the same, we pick the smaller number to be greater. So this would be 1/3 is smaller than or less than 1/2. So now I showed you guys a couple of examples. Let's go to the second example. And now we're not going to draw circles for these two. So we have 5/8 and 5/6. So we can see that the numerators are the same, so we have to compare denominators. And we know that if they are the same, and comparing these two, the one with a smaller number is larger or greater than the one with the bigger number. In this case, 8 is the bigger number than 6, so it should be less than this one. And this will be the answer, because this one is less than this one, even though it has a bigger denominator. Because the denominator means it is cut into 8 pieces, and this is cut into 6 pieces. So, if comparing denominators, the one with the smaller number is greater than the one with the bigger number. So, if this was turned around like this, it wouldn't be this symbol, it would be this symbol, because then this one is larger than this one. But in this case, it is less than, because the bigger number is on the left and the smaller number is on the right. So exactly the same with this one. We have 2/3 and 2/8. So we have the same numerators, but not the same denominators, so we have to compare the denominators. So, as I told you guys, the one with the smaller number is greater than the one with the bigger number as the denominator. And so, the left side, this one, is greater than this one. So the answer will be this. So, that was basically it, comparing fractions with the same numerators. I hope you guys understand it now and enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video, leave a comment if you have any questions, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.